situation. So I just want to throw out, why a part of the reasons I'll do this while I shuffle. Bottom of the deck, just the Six of Cups here. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Love and the reconciliation is on the horizon. So something about, childhood, innocence, things of those natures with the Six of Cups. But so why these readings are so powerful. I love doing them because the energy, when you're about to go to sleep, is getting you into a state. So having such positive readings, which generally all of mine are, just having that is very helpful, especially when you're going into that hypnagogic state. So before you doze off, go ahead and make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you see some links below to support, you can do that as well. But let's go ahead and shuffle and get card number 1, which is your current financial situation. What is the current financial situation? Hello, hello. So, what first pops out is the Four of Pentacles, holding something, very close to you. Being, maybe you're shaky and being afraid of any financial insecurity, which, if you're listening to different mindsets, different poverty mentalities, then it can be something that, just stresses you out further, even though you may not be going through it at this point. If you allow everyone else's opinions or whatever to take hold, is something that you have to think about. So it's important to keep your mind free as well. So in thinking about your financial stability, the security that you actually have, so I can't remember exactly, but I remember this thing in the Bible, where it just talks about to those who already have, it should be given. So I just like to, bring that quote up because it's true for any situation. If you are in the energy of having something, is more will be given unto you. If you're in the energy of not having or in the energy of lack, more things will be taken away. And people who obviously are in the taken away position don't understand and think that it's not fair, which obviously it seems that way, but if they are in the energy, no matter what, we all have something that we can be grateful for. So if you're constantly talking about what you don't have as opposed to what you are grateful for, and acknowledging your privileges and saying I am privileged in these ways and being thankful for that, it can lead you to the material loss. So being grateful for whatever security that you have, whatever control you have over financial security and stability, any possessions that you have, always being grateful and speaking that gratitude to the things that you have. So it says, don't hold on too tightly, but remember, savings are more important too. So that is the Four of Pentacles. It's giving the current financial situation. It's just acknowledging where you are and acknowledging what fears are holding you back from financial security as well. So sometimes it's mental blocks that you have to just do away with in order to progress further. Just looking at the chat. So let's see. What are some opportunities that are coming? What opportunities can you consider? energy of like childhood innocence as well. Maybe fulfilling childhood dreams of just having harmony in your own life, happiness, whatever that looks like. So this depicts a future for particular, just people in general, what people will look to. But this can look like anything for you. It could look like, traveling all around. It looks like, just achieving the things that you have set out, or just having peace and fulfillment in your heart about how things have genuinely, it's not all about being the flashiest, having the flashiest this or whatever. It's about that peace and contentment that you like it to relax more, or just not stress out about, the things of the past, or being in doubt, or hoping things happen differently, being okay with whatever has taken place. That's another piece of, harmony and fulfillment that you are happy for. So it says you have achieved all the success and happiness in your life now. Enjoy the moment. So the question on here says, will there be happiness and harmony in personal relationships? I think that's a question where you have to sort that out for yourself. You have the numbers 10 and 4, which is, 14, but also 5. 5 is the number of change. So 5 being the number of change is like the energy of, letting you know that no matter what is different, there is, a lot of opportunities. Actually, you have another 10 card, which is the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, letting you know that the changes that are coming, the timing, things happening, how they need to happen for you is very important. So there's different ways that things can impact you, and like I said, being grateful for the things that you have, it also brings that piece of fulfillment and harmony of not worrying about past mistakes and enjoying whatever future you find yourself in right now, and knowing that that peace and contentment is what brings you more and more and more. So let's see what will these opportunities like bring, these benefits that it will bring. So we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is all about, making yourself a priority, balancing whatever priorities that you have outside of yourself as well. Getting to a place where you're focused and not feeling overwhelmed, or, giving too much of your attention to, too many different places. Being able to multitask, but in the right ways, and not just, focusing on things that don't matter. I'm remembering like the energy of, it's a specific book. It's like 80% of your results come from like 20% of your work. Let me know if you ever, it's like the 80-20 rule. If you have ever read that, maybe you want to spend more time doing things that actually matter. And you're prioritizing, and finding different ways to prioritize what matters. So, maybe you're spending more time reading or doing things that matter, doing things that put you in balance, like the 2 and 4. It's kind of like the balance also. The Pentacles say he's having to balance. So it says you must balance out. You must balance out the work and the life. So with all of this, it's talking a lot about stability, a lot about security, about being flexible, about, giving your attention to different things, and, doing the things that actually bring fulfillment. Your priority should be the top priority in your life, and just adapting other things around yourself. So that's how these opportunities also you may be doing things that's just taking care of the earth, just because like that energy that came out is kind of crazy. You may be, and even just like that wreath there, you may be recognizing how important the world, obviously you got the world card, so when you're nourishing and giving to the world and bringing wholeness and happiness to the world, you will be blessed abundantly tenfold. So that's why this is all happening for you. Also, just incorporating the divine feminine into this reading like we are. That energy that sits above us, that feminine energy that, brings that balance, the ma'at to the world. It recognizes doing good for people, like just out of the kindness of your heart. And that's something that you get wholeness, you get completion, you get fulfillment from, you get happiness from, that you don't have to fake. It's not the sort of it's not the sort of thing that you have to fake or wear on your back or on your clothes or whatever. The things that you are receiving spiritually is even more than what you are able to bless yourself with materially. So this symbolizes the material side, but also this is showing you the balance. It's not all about how much you can save and all of that. It's about having not just financial poverty, but mental, not having the mental poverty or spiritual poverty as well. So it says we are all connected and everything is possible. Sometimes the cycle needs to end to start a new one. So I definitely see, we're getting out of the winter cycle now. This world card has winter on it. So from leaving this cycle to coming back to this cycle again, think about how different your life, if let's just say that you didn't do the best or whatever at the beginning of the year, just think about how now you're ending this cycle, going into this new year, this new energy. How can you get the best results for when time comes around, next year? Thinking of that, letting that be, how can you release any fear, any anxieties, and get inner peace, find your calm. It's the 9 of, swords at the bottom, just letting you know that, there's more to life than, competition and, confrontation and not being able to make the best decisions, the best thing in life that you can do, when you're having this, moment. Like I said, forgetting the competition, not bringing that inner turmoil to yourself, and focusing on planning out, making better decisions for yourself, using your creativity. That'll get you far, far ahead of those who are not able to control themselves and control their emotions. So I'm sure you know that. Let's get which cards first? Let's go with the goddess first. Okay, Mojadaji, number 9. We also have that 9 of swords at the bottom. So this is like the upside of the 9, which 9 is about, completion as well. Just let the cards fall where they may. Also, you see the 9-10 cycle. So like I said, like the ending of the cycle is a 10, but the 9 symbolizes like wholeness and completion, which is all throughout the reading. So, this is the card about manifestation. So manifestation is being amplified at this moment. Let's get another one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, 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 hello. So we also have Nandi, truth. Nandi, truth. Looking in the mirror, starting with the person in the mirror in order to make object So, like I said, in order to really get where you want to be, you really do have to assess where you are. So, not being afraid to, peel back the layers of, what you do out in the public. Like, you have a public persona of you, and then there's the real you. So, we all know that, So, the energy that you're not keeping up a fraud, just like being honest with yourself and making the changes that you want that are necessary for you. That's how you get manifestations. Balancing, Let's go to the balance card, which is the Two of Pentacles. So we have Sawachi, which is the number 3, 3, 9, and number 3 here as well. Also the 3, 4, the 1, 2, 3, 4 sequence. A lot of that showing up. So let me know what angel numbers that you are seeing. You can comment them below. But the grounding energy is one of balance as well. Maybe going out in nature. Even you can see the other card is like, the other card is like the world here, dancing out in the rain, in a lake, like type of area, as well as, grounding, which is like tree, earthy energy. And I mentioned all that earth energy and the water. So definitely heavy energy here. Just I know it like stormed today. So maybe that's something that is happening your way as well. Or whenever you're receiving this reading, or maybe you just want to go outside and be in nature more. Whatever it is, I definitely took some time to, whenever storms happen, that is like the quiet time that I like to take. But yeah, something to that nature where it's like getting you out of, your work, getting you out of your head, getting you out of, the norm, of just like rushing around. I love living like a slower life in the South because typically, we all, when a storm happens, we take breaks. So, that's a positive thing, not just like trying to fight through the nature to like go out and have to work, or maybe you work from home so you don't have to, do too much. So that's a privilege that maybe you're manifesting for yourself as well. Being able to take regular breaks whenever you decide, or whenever it's necessary, without fear of like repercussion. So that's a different type of manifestation. Let's see one more goddess. Alright, lastly we have Queen, Mother Nanny. All of these have like 3s in them. If you add them up, it's probably like 7 3s. But 3 7, 37, which is liberation. So I think I just mentioned that as well. Just, the energy of being able to walk away from whatever you need to walk away from in the past, being mentally free, being financially free, and, just being spiritually free. That's a different type of liberation that you're looking for. All of this very powerful energy, even like creative energy, having the means to create different opportunities so that you don't have to stay in situations that you don't like. So I definitely think that's, just a type of energy that you're connecting with here. So let's see, what do your ancestors have to say? Let's see what your ancestors have. Ancestor, message for you. The number 7 coming up again. So this is 7 here and like 37 there. But the monarch, victorious. is lighter for you. So it says, wow, the first thing it says is take a deep breath and buckle up. You will overcome this challenge. You are loved, you are protected, you are supported, and your hard work is paying off in a big way. Your vision is meeting your drive. This card is definitely, reminiscent of the Chariot, and you can see that energy of, drive, pushing forward, movement. 6 is about movement, as well as 7, that was moving phases on the journey to completion, from higher levels of the 8 and the 9. So just call your power back to you now and move forward. There is no need to be uncertain. You are on the right path, but your confidence and determination are needed. Take charge. Picture you rolling in a chariot heralded by sphinxes. You are equal. The monarch is depicted by Hatshepsut, the Egyptian queen who was crowned king in her own right. So she also wore a beard to signify that she was just as powerful as any man. There was a failed attempt to erase her from history as well. So just triumphing over haters, not being able to be easily erased, easily, manipulated or anything of that nature. The medicine that comes with this card, it says, it's go time, my child. If we fail to plan, we plan to fail. I mentioned that a little bit earlier too. But for many of your ancestors, planning was a luxury that they didn't have. This is your nudge to keep going. Get your strut on, okay? And like I said, this is the Chariot card, and the declaration is, I have royalty in my DNA. I have royalty in my DNA. I have royalty in my DNA. So, I feel like, what do you think? Should I get some more cards, or is that just like the perfect end off? I'm thinking. Got some good cards here. I like this reading. I'm gonna go ahead and end it off. So, and so it is. Let this reading, forever just shape your financial steps in a positive way that you're